Let's try number 8 from section 2.2 in the textbook. So number 8 says the formula for the surface area of a cylinder is this equation right here. A cylinder has a height of 10 units and a radius of r units. So we're given this piece of information. The height is 10 and the radius is r. And we already know that the radius is r. Determine a factored expression for the total surface area. Okay, so before we start factoring, they gave us in this question one piece of information, which is the height, which is 10. So we still don't know what r is, but let's throw in 10 for the height. So I'm going to rewrite this as surface area equals 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r, and instead of h, I'm going to put 10. So that's a 10. It's a funny looking 10, but it's a 10. So is there a way to simplify this guy here? Because this looks a little funny. Well, this is 2 times pi. We know pi is approximately 3.14 times r times 10. So we could simplify this 2 and 10 by multiplying it together to make 20. So we can rewrite this. The first term stays the same, plus 2 times 10 is 20, and then we have pi times r. So now the question asks us to factor. Okay, so we've been working on greatest common factor. That's the only type of factoring we have learned in this course. So can we apply greatest common factor to here? So surface area I'm going to leave on the outside here. So the surface area is equal to, what do these two terms have in common? Well, the biggest number that can factor into both of these is 2. So I'm going to take out a 2. And what else do they have in common? Well, both of these have pi in common, don't they? So I'm going to take out a pi. Pi is just, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Pi is just a number. So it also has pi in common. And how about the variables? In this case, we have r. They both have an r, so I'm going to take out an r. And what am I left with in this equation here, or in this term here? So if I take out a 2 pi r, you can actually divide it to see what's left over if that's what you want to do. So if you can just divide it, if it's hard for you to visualize. And what would be left over? The 2's will cross out, the pi's will cross out. We have r squared divided by r. So 2 r's, take away 1 r, we'd be left with 1 r. So out of this whole thing, when we take out a 2 pi r, we're just left with r. And I can triple check by doing 2 pi r times r, and it will make 2 pi r squared. So here we go. How about over here? What if I take out a 2 pi r? What would I be left with? Well, I've got 20 divided by 2. That's going to be 10. I've got pi divided by pi. That's going to be just 1. Pi's will cancel out. And r divided by r, that's also just going to be 1. So that's as factored as I can get this equation. And we're done.